Hello, Living Dead Dolls fans. This is Josh, aka Doggiepants, and I'm coming at you with another Living Dead Dolls review. I am getting back into my series reviewing. I'm sorry for the huge, ridiculous delay, but finally got a gas mask, so whatever. So we're gonna do Series 9. Very cool. Let's get started. I want to start with the coffins. We saw some changes with Series 9, which is really cool, and I'm going to get into all of them. But the coffin was the first one. But up until now, since Series 5, I believe, they had had handles on the side of them. They got rid of the handles for Series 9. And then on top of that, I'm going to bring this close. You're going to see that the coffin actually has a little bit of detail to them. It looks like a little bit of a grain in the coloring. It's not just a flat matte black. So that is a little bit of difference for Series 9. Series 9 also has a red tissue paper. The chipboard looks similar to some of the older chipboards in that it has the red on top and on bottom, and it's got kind of a black background, but it's not hand-drawn images of the dolls. This is actually a photo of the doll. So there's Eliza right there. It says Eliza and has her poem. That is the coffins. So the other thing that I want to mention with Series 9 that was kind of unusual is that Series 9 was the first time that we've ever had an all-female series. And we've actually, I think, only ever had one since then, but we are going to have one with Series 28, which is super exciting. So this was kind of a shock. I remember when the promo photos came out, there were little heads all around this Christmas tree, and everybody was trying to figure out which one the boy was. But there was no boy. It's all girls. So yeah, I'm going to start with my least favorite and go to my favorite like I always do. But this is Series 9. They're all pretty good. So yeah. Oh, one other thing I want to mention. The other thing that was new for these dolls, and I'll show you it on the first doll, is that they're all ball jointed. Now, up until now, they only moved kind of on this plane and their heads would turn. But Series 9 gave you a little bit more movement. I think they did this in response to a problem that a lot of the collectors refer to as the wonky leg syndrome, which is where one of the legs is shorter than the other ones. So what's nice about the ball joint is you can actually spread the legs a little bit and it helps them stand. So you can get in a position where they are not going to fall off your shelves. So that was kind of cool. But that's it. Let's get started. So the first doll that I'm going to show you is Blue. I know a lot of you are probably going to be shocked that Blue is my least favorite, but it's because she has a lot going on and the quality was not completely up to snuff on her, but her design is really cool. So let's start with her outfit. She has these really nice plaid pants. The plaid pants are really cool. They kind of have a cargo pant feel to them. There's a fake pocket here and a fake pocket here. They don't work. She has fake pockets on the side, like where you stick your car keys or something. But yeah. The other nice thing is she has these zippers on the sides of her pants. And they are real working zippers. They've got these little hangy strings hanging off them. There, I'll put it in front of my face so you can see. There we go. And so you can pull these up and unzip them and kind of give her a little leg there. They're a little difficult to maneuver, and so I tend not to mess with them because I don't want to, break the zipper or have any problems like that. But they do work if you want to try it out. The pants also have some belt loops here, and you'll see that she does have a belt right in the center. It is kind of a standard Living Dead Dolls belt, like the faux leather, and there's a little clasp in the front. But a nice detail with the belt is actually that there are studs that go along the back. So it is a studded belt. And it is a separate piece, so you can take this off and put it on another doll if you want. She has the same studded kind of pleather cuffs. That it's the similar material to her belt. And they also have a few little studs there, which is nice. Then she has this cute little tank top. It's black, and the tank top is made really, really well, actually. It's really nice material. It's sewn well. There's no stray threads. And then it's got that cute little symbol that says "Dead" on the front, which I love. One thing you want to be aware of, though, is this shirt and some of this pants tend to really stain the doll. I think the lighting is probably not going to show you the stain, but there are quite a few stains on her, so just be aware. She has standard Living Dead Dolls boots, no socks on this doll, heads up. And then the other little piece of her outfit that I want to mention is her hat. The hat is very similar to all the hats we've seen in the past. Makumba's probably being the first, or Dides, I guess, would be the first. So it's that plastic kind of felty material. Be aware that these crack really easily, and I'm sure you can see that mine has a few little bends. I bought her used, so she wasn't in the best shape, and I tried to clean her up a bit. Um, the next thing I want to mention about Blue is that she's got actually kind of some terrible, terrible hair. The rooting is awful. Look at all that bald. It's pretty much impossible to cover up her bald spots. She does have a hat, so it covers, all that area, so you don't really have to worry about it. She has these cute bangs, but when you take her out of the coffin, the hats are always put on a little wonky, and so her bangs are really... So you may need to do the doll hair boiling to get them to lay flat. Next, I want to talk about her coloring. She is a white doll, and I doubt you're going to be able to see it in this video, but she has some like little scratches or splotches of blue here and there. It feels a little chalky looking, which is actually kind of cool. It's kind of haunting. She has that same feel on her face. So she's got blue eyes there, and there's the whites of her eyes are actually black, which is cool. We've seen this kind of an eyebrow before. It's like a branch. Looks a lot like Lizzie Borden's eyebrows. Then she has blue, it is dark blue, it's not black, lip, where the sides actually go down. She has a lip ring. An actual lip ring that comes out off the doll, which is nice. Similar to Sheena. But that is Blue. What I do want to show you is the ball joint. I'm sure many of you are used to it now, but the head does move. There's not a lot of movement, but you can really get her kind of tilting her head a certain way, and you can spread her legs or lift her arms in unexpected ways, which is a nice new feature with Living Dead dolls. Or I guess not new, kind of old, but new for this series. So next up, I want to show you Purdy. So here is Purdy, and Purdy is also kind of an unusual new style for a doll as well, with her cut-off head, which we'll get to in a minute. But let's start with the outfit like we always do. Purdy has this really cute, nice set of pajamas. I'm going to bring them close so you can get a good look at it. So it has this nice lace detail along the front, and it's actually kind of a baby blue in color. The actual outfit is kind of like a tannish gray color. So the blue pops a little bit more than you're probably going to be able to see in this video. She has these fake buttons that do go around the front, so obviously they're not working, but they are there. This whole front piece velcros up the back, so you can see right there. And so you want to be careful with the collar, because some of the ones that I've seen in the past, the collar tends to stick up. This one lays pretty nicely though, so there's that. She has some elastic around her arms, which really gives kind of a cute little kid vibe to it. It's a cute little detail. Then the lace is also around the bottom of the pants. It's pretty simple, standard pants, got a little bit of elastic around the waist. They do not Velcro, but you can pull them straight off. So it's separate pieces, which is nice. The top is separate from the bottom. And then she's got these amazing, freaking adorable, cute little bunny slippers. And let me take one of these off so you can get a good look at them. So there we go. So it's got these pink ears. Here we go. Little black beaded eyes and a little pink nose. The bottom of the shoe is pink. And so on the inside, I guess it is too, because that's the other side of the fabric. But they're really nice. They're nice quality little slippers. And then they also have the little bunny tail on the back of them too. I mean, stop it. It's so freaking cute. But that's her outfit. Next, let's look at her face paint. Her face paint's actually pretty simple. There you go. So she's looking up, obviously, at her cut head. She has kind of a simple little eyelashes, no eyebrows because it's covered up by this bandage. Simple black lip. The bandage is made out of the same material that we've seen on Bride of Valentine, so it's like the plaster and gauze kind of feel to it, so it does not come off. And there is some blood painted around the bottom. Now, what's nice about this, and some people don't realize, is that her head or her brain is actually like a squeezable plastic, so you can actually squeeze it and pop it right out of her head cavity, and I'll show you the inside there. So there's a hole that kind of gives it away that it's not, really scary looking in there, but there is some blood dripping, so they did do a little bit of gore. But it's a cool feature that this brain comes out, and the brain's pretty nicely detailed, with the red and the white there, and it's squeezable, which is kind of cute and funny. But yeah, pops right back in too. So that's a really, really nice feature. So that is Purdy. Next up, and the doll that has held up this review for so long, Toxic Molly. Toxic Molly is actually a really expensive doll. She's pretty hard to find. Actually, most of these dolls from Series 9 tend to be pretty expensive. So heads up, if you are wanting these dolls, you're probably going to have to drop, a pretty penny. She usually sells for close to $100, if not over $100. So, yeah. So let's talk about her outfit, shall we? She has standard Mary Jane shoes, little white socks, pretty standard Living Dead doll kind of feel to them, obviously. And then this, what is that, like a burgundy, maroon, I guess, dress. And it's kind of a velvet feel to it. So that's really nice. Then obviously there's all this lace detail that goes around the dress. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of lace. And then there's a lace that goes down the front. There we go. Right here and on the sides. And then also the collar. And this collar is a separate, well, I mean, it's attached to the dress, but it is a little white piece with a lot of lace that goes around the bottom. This dress velcros right up the back, so it is all one piece. So it can easily come off. The other nice thing is the sleeve has a little bit of shape to it, so it's tight here and does flare out just a little bit. I remember when she came out, a lot of people thought this dress was pretty much the exact same dress on Hazel and Hattie, but it's actually pretty different. It has a very different feel, in my opinion. Then obviously, the main piece of this doll, and why I didn't want to do this review until I got it, was this gas mask. So the gas mask is really cool, and we've actually seen it on quite a few dolls since Toxic Molly, but she was the first one to have it. It's a really cool piece. We've got plastic, this tubing, it does move around a bit, and then it's got pleather. This is all pleather with these plastic eye rings. The thing that you want to be careful about with this gas mask, and you see it on a lot of the sealed dolls, is that these little eye holes tend to pop out, and they are impossible to get back in. So if that happens, it's really hard to fix. So you got to be super, super careful with your gas mask. But I do want to show you the back. Here we go. So it has some elastic here that kind of goes down the back and then across her head in 2 different places right there. So I am going to try to take this off. It is a little hard to get on and off, and I want to be careful because I don't want to damage it too much. But I want you to see her face. There we go. This is Toxic Molly's face under the mask. So she is a screaming doll. She has an open mouth with teeth. Her tongue is actually blue, which is really, really cute. She has a yellow eye and a really standard Living Dead doll's eyebrow and then kind of a red shading around her eye. She really does kind of feel like a classic Living Dead doll, as opposed to some of the other ones in this series, which they felt like, were taking some risks and stepping away from what they normally do. With her, she really felt like the risk was the gas mask, but the doll itself feels like, classic Living Dead dolls. The other nice thing that I want to point out, sorry, I'm trying to get her gas mask back on, but it's a little hard to maneuver, so I won't mess too much with it, is that she has these little pigtails and little red bows, which is nice because as the years have kind of gone by, when they put hair in pigtails or ponytail, they've started to stop doing these ribbons, and I always like the ribbons. I think it's a nice touch. Not very expensive, but super nice touch. The hair is pretty decent. It's, with all of my Series 9 dolls, the hair is not in the best shape, and I think it's because I bought these dolls used. That's what I'm going to claim. But yeah, the hair rooting, we were not in the best hair rooting of time for Series 9, but the design of the dolls, super cool. So yeah, Toxic Molly. Next up is Dawn. So we got our first, seriously hardcore zombie doll. Well, I guess you could claim that Posey was as well, but Dawn was really like Dawn of the Dead. Dawn. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, let's look at her outfit. So she's got Mary Jane shoes, white socks. She has this outfit which is very reminiscent of Night of the Living Dead. So it's this, what is that, like a pinkish yeah, it's kind of a pink color, I guess. It's corduroy, so it does have some texture to it. And then it's a separate piece from the shirt underneath, and it velcros right up the back. So you can take this piece off to look at the shirt underneath. And I'm just going to pull it down so you can get a good look. The shirt is really, really cute. It's got this design of flowers on it. There you go. And then it has lace right along the arm. Well, I'm not showing that very well. There it is. And along the neckline as well. So that is a separate piece. And then the shirt does Velcro right up the back as well. So that's nice. You can take this off and put it on another doll if you'd like. The outfit is a really nice quality. There's no stray threads. It's also a really nice material, so it doesn't stain, which I love. So, I was just complaining about the hair rooting, but with Dawn, her hair's actually pretty thick. It's pretty nice. So I totally lied to you a few minutes ago. There is some scalp that you can see, but hers tends to lay pretty well. It's not too bad. Her face paint is where it really gets kind of amazing. So look at the detail in this doll. It's really, really incredible. We have the ripped side of the face, which we first saw on Dyed, with some exposed teeth. There we go, and the blood's really pouring down. She has a haunting white eye, but it's shadowed pretty hardcore. So there really isn't a pupil. They make a hint of a pupil, but it's not really there. Then there's kind of a black and a red around the eye, and then she has all of this hardcore veining, like she's really got some zombie infections. The other nice thing is that this blood and this veining goes all down her body. Like, look at her arms. It's really, really nice. And it shows up on her legs as well. And it doesn't show up on the chest. They didn't go that far. But, I mean, I think they did a pretty good job. The detail is really, really beautiful. I love this doll. And she's a very, very hard to find doll as well, Dawn. People tend to love her. But that's Dawn. So obviously, my favorite is Eliza Day. Eliza Day, and this happens to be my roommate, Kitten Slacks, if you've seen any of our videos together. Her favorite doll as well out of the series. Eliza Day is just a classic, nice, beautiful, living dead doll. And her outfit is lovely, and let's take a look at it. She has Mary Jane's as well. They're kind of an off-white color. And she does have white socks, which is really nice. This dress is like I don't know, what is that, like a satin material, I guess? It's very nice. And the way that it kind of comes out off of her, it's high-waisted and it poofs out a little bit. So it's really, really cool. It really makes her dress look super, super full, even though there's no tulle or anything underneath to make it stick out. But it's a very simple dress. It's all one piece. So it's got the high waist, and then a really simple sleeve, really simple bodice, and then it's all one piece of Velcros right up the back. So Eliza Day is from the old poem, the Nick Cave song, Call Me the Wild Rose, but my name was Eliza Day. Yeah, so basically the concept is that she was so beautiful that a person decided that he was going to smash her head in to preserve her beauty. I guess. I don't know. But, so, she comes with some accessories, which I'll get to in a second, which is really, really nice. But the reason that I wanted to mention that is because she has this giant head wound where she's been smashed on the head with a rock. So what's really nice is that this paint, this blood splatter, is right there and comes all the way down the side of her face and also stains the dress a little bit. She's got these really haunting eyes. I'm going to bring it nice and close. So she is looking off to the side like she's got a little secret. And she's crying. So you see the little tear right there? A little blue coming down. Nice bright red lip. Very simple eyebrow. And then this gorgeous hair. Her hair kind of feels like Posies a little bit. It's blonde. It's very long. I wish it was thicker rooted. Again, Series 9, not the best. But for the most part, pretty nice hair. And the dress is really, really lovely. So let's take a look at her accessories. She's the only Series 9 doll that comes with accessories, but they're cool. So she's the Wild Rose. So bam, we've got a rose, and it's pretty much the exact same rose that we've seen on multiple Living Dead dolls, except it's red. But it does have the little peg for her hand, so she can hold it. And the other thing, which I think is really cool, is she comes with the rock that smashed her head in. So it's like a little rock, but it is plastic. But the paint is pretty good. It actually looks like a little real rock. Except that it's got a peg on the back, so she can hold that as well. Yeah, but pretty cool accessories, I think, for this doll. I love her though, Eliza Day. Well done. Yeah, so let's pull them all out and take a look at them together, shall we? With Purdy, you want to be careful. She has a hard time standing because of her slippers, so hopefully I'll get her to stay. Here we go. Oh, man, I called that one, didn't I? I just called it. All right, I'll grab her. Ooh, Purdy, where'd you go? Here we go. All right, so here they are, Series 9. I am going to score these because it's my my reviews. So here, a lot of these, the design really bumped up the score. So out of 5 stars, I would give Blue probably 3. Toxic Molly, I would give 3.5. I'd give 3.5 to Purdy. I'd give 4.5 to Dawn, and I'd give 4.5 to Eliza Day. They're really cool dolls. They're really, really nice. I wish the hair rooting was a little bit better, but other than that, fantastic dolls. Go out and get them if you can. They're hard to find. They are expensive. You know, probably Toxic Molly and Dawn are going to be the most expensive. You're probably going to spend at least $100 on those. Some of the other ones, like $75. Maybe Purdy a little less, but they're worth it. I think they're pretty cool dolls, and obviously they're in my collection, so I love them. That's it. So I'm so sorry that it took so long. I'll try not to make Series 10 be that long of a wait in between. Yeah, but thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. It looks like I'm going to be getting the pink posy in. I don't know how soon, but I am going to get one, so I'll have that review as well as part of the Mezco Toys reviews. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, thanks so much. I will talk to you guys later.